Hello all, welcome to our YouTube channel Skill RPA. So when we start with any RPA tool or when we want to start learning a tool, a new tool altogether, and every time we generally take up this RPA challenge, this we can consider this can be our starting point for our RPA implementation learning journey. So UiPath recently launched multiple workflows in UiPath Studio Web, and of course, the Studio Web might have already released a long back, but now we have a good number of integration connectors and we have multiple workflows also available. So let us continue to the Studio Web. And now we will try to automate this RPA challenge using Studio Web. And what is the challenge we can see in this? See, the challenge here is like entering the data into this particular form is not going to be a challenge because you can manually download this Excel and we can upload this to our Google Drive or OneDrive. And from there, we can even read this data. So let us go ahead and let us see what we can do with this, like how we can download this Excel file and we can upload this to OneDrive or a Google Drive and then read the data and then put the data into these fields. So without making a further delay, let us get into this and see how we can implement this particular RPA challenge. And now, for any process, right? Like when we go with UiPath Studio Web, we will be having connectors and the integration services. So this is, let us go to the integration services. And if we go to the connections, I already configured Google Drive and Google Sheets, and I can utilize these two connectors in my studio workflows. So already I have configured. If not, like you can configure by clicking on add and you can select this Google Drive and you can configure from here. So for now, I already configured it and I'm not doing any again, and we will utilize this connection directly in our studio web. And let us come here and let me go to my Google Drive. If I go to Studio Web, here I already have a file. Let me delete this. So now I don't have any files. And first, let us build a workflow to upload the data to this particular Google Drive folder. Upload this Excel file by downloading it and putting it into our Studio Web Google Drive. So first, let us come here and let me create a new project. And let us go with the manual automation. And let me rename this RPA challenge. Okay. And let me, I don't want to keep this one. Oh, do I have already have that? Let me see. Yeah, 5 months ago. Let me delete it. Open here. So let me rename to RPA challenge. This is good app. And now what we need to do is we need to open this browser, right? So we can use browser activity. In order to automate your UI flows for a web application, we need to use this use browser activity. Now we need to select the tab. And whenever you want to do an UI automation, that web application should be kept open so that we can select the tab. So I'll select the RPA challenge. And now what we need to do is we need to click on this download Excel in order to download this, right? And so here, let me just go here and let us go to click activity. Now we can indicate on that screen. Here it is. We just need to select it. Confirm. And then we need to click on start button in order to start this, right? But for time being, what I will do is I'll just click on this somewhere, last name or somewhere. So I'm just clicking on here and let us see what will happen. Now, what I will do is I'll execute this step by step. So let us click on test step by step. And there will be a live streaming here in the output panel. We can see that. And let us expand this live stream. Once we click, once we complete clicking on this download Excel, let us wait for the step-by-step execution. So it was in the manual trigger. I'll go to the next step, but it is going to open this browser RPA. I'll click on next step and it will be coming to this download Excel. So now let me expand this. This is the live streaming image instance, just-in-time instance we are getting in order to execute our process, which is created using StudioWeb. And now if we manually, let us try to do this manually in this instance and click on take remote control and click on this download Excel. The file is got downloaded. See here, challenge.xlsx and click on this folder to open. So we could not able to open it. So when we could not able to open it, we doesn't have an option to upload this file as well because we doesn't even know where exactly the file was saved, right? And also we cannot even use the workbook activities or something in order to read the data as well. And even to open also, it is not helping out for us. And even we cannot see anything or the folder kind of thing or to go and navigate and see where our file was sitting, right? Let us click on show all downloads. See here, it is showcasing the browser URL. Whatever the endpoint we have, right? For in the browser itself, it is showing like from the web application. It is not in the folder. If we click on the show in folder, we cannot see anything. So that is the challenge. Let us exit from this and now how we can overcome this, right? I'm stopping this execution right now. How can we overcome this? See, there is multiple options in order to download a file. It's not only clicking on this particular download Excel. We have a couple of other options as well. We can use HTTP request in order to download this file as a file object. And let us see, let us build to download this using HTTP request and then uploading that to our Google Drive so that like we can access the data again from this drive. So let us do the downloading part. So in order to get the endpoint of this particular button, we will be using get attribute activity. Get attribute, and we will indicate that on the screen. And this is the button for which we want to have an attribute. Okay. And we need to select the attribute. The attribute is href. Href is going to be our endpoint. And if you see here, we have this dot and slash. So let us combine these and our URL in order to get our exact endpoint. When it is saying dot slash, which means like it is an extension to the existing URL. So let me create a variable. Challenge file endpoint. Okay, which is a text, create. And now we will use set variable activity. In Studio Desktop, we will be having assign activity, but here it is set variable. And to the variable, we can select this challenge file endpoint. And here, what we want to set? We want to set the basic URL, which is this. And we will be appending this output of this get attribute. So we will go to open expression editor. We'll come here and inside of the double quotes, and plus we want to have the variable which is attribute value dot substring. I want to remove the initial two. So 2 comma attribute value dot length minus 2. So let me do one thing. Let me write this dot slash assets and click on test. So the result, like it is giving me as expected, like perfectly as in URL endpoint. So this should be good enough for me. Click on save. So now I got the endpoint as well. And now we will use HTTP request in order to get the file downloaded. Go here, HTTP request, select. And here in the request URL, we'll be passing the endpoint, challenge file endpoint. Okay. And here in the additional options, we want to give the file name. Like whatever the response, in response, it is going to give you an attachment. Okay. And what should be your file name? That we can give it here. So here we will give the just normal name, challenge.xlsx. So one good thing in Studio Web is it's not necessary for you to put the text in double quotes. And here, if you go to expand and output, here we have the response attachment. Here, it is a file object, a local resource. Okay. And now let us see whether it is downloading it properly or not. And that we cannot directly check here. But what we can do is we can upload this to our Studio Web. Sorry, a Google Drive. And let us go to upload file. Search for upload in Google. Yeah. So here we already have the connection for Google Drive, right? So the same connection, we can select it from here. So now because we have only one connection, it was automatically got selected. In case if you have multiple connections, you can just have something else. Okay. Now, what files you want to upload? Whatever the output we got in the HTTP request, the same files I want to upload. So here, response attachment. If you see here, right, it's a kind of file icon you can see. So select it. Okay. And now we need to select the folder, destination folder where we want to do it. Where is Studio Web? Here is Studio Web. Click on save. So now whatever the file we are downloading, it will be automatically get updated here. And here, in case if we go to the additional options, in case if we already have the file, I doesn't want to add it, I will replace it. So it's up to us, right? Save. Convert Google Workspace file types. Yes, true. Output. So you'll get what's the first file we uploaded or the files. So we will have the control over like what are the file we have uploaded. Instead of relying only on the name or like fixed parameters, we can go over the dynamic way. What are the file is getting uploaded. Okay. So now let us test and let us see this. I'll refresh this page and we doesn't have anything inside of this folder. And let me test this. Now it's launching our live stream. And now it is downloaded successfully. And now it is trying to upload it to Google Drive. Even that is also got completed. So let us see here. If I refresh this, here we go. We could able to see this file. So now we could able to download the Excel and upload that to Google Drive. Now we will read the data from here and we will input that data into the RPA challenge website. So let us come here. And now we want to read the data and we want to loop through each row. So what activity do we have for each row? For each row in spreadsheet, right? But for each sheet in spreadsheet, because we can give the fixed sheet name also, but in case if you want to go in dynamic way, we can go for it as well. But for now, we'll go with each row in spreadsheet and we'll manually give this sheet one name. Okay. For time being, I'll select the sheet and later I'll change it to the dynamic. Studio Web. What a magic. Not able to see the name as well. Yeah, here it is. And here I have the file. So I'll be selecting for now. And here from the range, I'll select the sheet name. So it's taking some time. So this, as of now, I'm giving it as a fixed, but even if we can get that as a dynamic name as well. And now I'll just remove this and I'll change that use variable. Or like, let us go to URL or ID. And here we'll go to the open expression. And here we will take the file, first file, .id. Now we are passing on the ID of your spreadsheet, whatever we uploaded here in order to get it more in dynamic way. And now let us do one thing. Let us not import the data into any of the things and let us write only the first name and see whether we could able to get the data properly or not. So go to the log message. So let me go to right line for now. And for time being, let us write some date, first name here for all the records, and then we will see. So current row, what else we have? Current row, sorry, I got three. Okay, so let us not take in this way. Go to open expression, insert. We'll go to the current row, and we will pass on the column name dot to string. The good thing is in the similar syntax, what we will be writing in Studio Desktop in the similar way we have here. So first name, click on save. And now let us run this and see. I'm closing this, leave. Okay. And I can keep this or even I can delete this as well. So for now, I'll delete it. And from the going for the next execution, I'll keep it open. Move to trash. Click on test. Now it is connecting to the live stream. The execution was initiated. Now it is trying to upload the file and then it will start reading the file back. See here. Here we go. In the output, we could able to see all the first names, which means our execution is working as expected. So the only pending items we have as of now is inputting the data into remove RPA challenge website. So let us go here. So let us go here. Type into indicate on the target. So we'll go with first name. And here it is going to be our first name. So we can just go here, select the first current row, and inside of it, we'll use the column name dot to string. And before doing this, we need to click on start, right? But it should be before this, before reading the data. We need to use the click activity. Click on start. If you see here, right? 1 second. Yeah. Type into. You can go to the second name. So let me open this first. We'll go for the last name again. We'll have the current row. Dot to string. So we can see here itself, like whether our expression is valid or not. Click on save. And we need to select the last name here. Confirm. So last name is done. And what else is there? Company name, role in company. We need to give all this. I think we will be having a space here, right? I'm not pretty sure whether we kept the space or not. Yeah, we kept the space. Perfect. Company name. So this is everything is common, like how we generally do in our studio desktop. But the only challenge is to uh, downloading the file from that particular website and reutilizing it. So this example not only for this, like in case if you have some place where like scenarios like where you may need to download a file from the web application as part of your automation also will help you this to string what is happening. Okay, I'll just type it and see. And so let me go to cannot say why. Let me go here now. Go for each row, current row, and I have the company name dot to string. Now it is a valid expression. And now I need to indicate for the company name. Where is this? Here it is. Confirm. And let us go for the next, which is role in company. Current row. Dot to string. So every time it is not necessary only to select from the insert variables, even we can type our variables also. What is role in company? I need to indicate the target. Here it is. What else we have? Address, email, and phone number. Let us take the address. Insert expression. Current row. Address. Dot to string. So, and we need to select the address. Confirm. Email. Insert expression. Current row. Email. Dot to string. Indicate on the screen for the email. Here it is. And now we need to have the phone number. That is the only pending item as of now. So we'll take this phone number and simply we'll just insert expression, current row, phone number, dot to string. Save. And we will indicate that on the screen. Confirm. And now we are entering everything. So we need to click on submit. After entering the data, click on submit. Confirm. So our RPA challenge is perfectly built, and now we need to execute and see whether it is working as expected or not. And click on test. What are the names? John J. So whatever we have. Let us expand this to the new tab to see the live stream. And now we can properly check out. So it is entering all the information now by downloading the Excel and reading the Excel and entering the information into RPA challenge. Now, with the help of Studio Web, even we can download the files from the website and upload them into OneDrive or Google Drive. Even we can upload them to the storage buckets and other storage areas as well. But why we are using OneDrive or Google Drive as of now is like because we can read the data from the spreadsheet as well from either in Google Workspace or Microsoft O365 Workspace. Perfect. You got 100%, right? So this is how we can implement RPA challenge with our Studio Web, and hope you like the video. Please like, share, subscribe to Skill RPA YouTube channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching.